At the beginning of the year, I shared my ideal morning routine with you. This was a routine I carefully designed to help me achieve my goals and start my day in the best possible way. Well, it's been a few months now and I can happily report that it has been pretty successful. There have definitely been days and weeks where I have derailed from this, but it has always been so easy to get back on track. And that's what I love the most about having a morning routine. It is effortless to come back to. I don't have to stop, think, and plan about how I'm going to have a good morning and what that's going to look like. I've already done that. I know what makes me feel good, and I've managed to fit that into the first hour of my day. So I really want to share this with you. I want to help you create your ideal morning routine. The first thing I did when looking to create this routine was research. I looked into successful people in all different fields and found their morning routines. And obviously, every person's routine is designed for them and it fits their lifestyle, but I was looking for patterns and anything that I found interesting that I maybe wanted to try out. And within all this research, there were definitely some elements that stuck out to me as common themes that all of these successful people had some form of in their morning routine. So each of their morning routines contained an element of movement, mindfulness, productivity, and happiness. So I knew I wanted to include something that was suitable to me for each of these aspects in my own routine. I was also privy to new and interesting things that I had never thought of or never even tried in my morning routine. Things like yoga, breathwork, journaling, meditation, and even getting up super early in the morning to get a few hours of work in and then going back to sleep for a few more hours. So before creating my own routine, I wanted to take some time and experiment with some new things to see if I enjoyed it and if it was actually worth my time. Because here's the thing, we only have so much time. We can make this mindful, productive, successful, and loving morning routine that takes hours that we only do once. The key to a successful morning routine is succinctness. There will be mornings where we have no time and others when we have all the time in the world. But if we are actually serious about wanting to improve ourselves and become happier, more productive, and ultimately successful people, we need to create a realistic routine that reflects that. So as much as I'd love to be able to fit absolutely everything in terms of mindfulness, health, wellness, productivity, meditation, and exercise into my morning routine, it's just not possible, which is why the experiment step of this process is a really, really important one. Finally, I needed to remind myself of the goals that I currently am looking to achieve, to see if my morning routine in any way can help me directly take steps towards achieving them, as well as just setting myself up for a really good day. There may not be a direct way we can work towards our goals on a daily and morning basis, but if we really want to achieve our goals, surely there is something we can include at the start of our day to slowly chip away at those goals. So now that I have researched, tried a few things out, and revisited my goals, I am ready to create my ideal morning routine. So the first thing that I start off with is figuring out the ideal time I would like to wake up in the morning. Not too early that it's unrealistic, but also early enough that I'm not starting my day off too late for my liking. This is totally a personal preference. Something that I have really struggled with in the past is getting up straight away. And the single best habit I've ever implemented is to leave my alarm away from my bed. That way I have to get up to turn it off in the morning and I hardly ever crawl back into bed. Then I get into my movement practice, yoga. This is also another form of mindfulness and working towards my goal of doing yoga every day in 2020. I did used to really prefer to exercise in the morning, but since I've been doing this yoga this year, I have preferred to do that as my movement in the morning, and then I've actually really been enjoying working out in the afternoon. So it's totally personal preference again, same with everything in this video. It's great to move in the morning, whatever works for you, whether that's yoga or something more intense. Next, I decided to journal. An important element to building your routine is to schedule it in a way that works for you. This may mean conducting your mindful practice over breakfast, like journaling, or scheduling it in a flow that works for you. For example, maybe you like meditating just before you get into work. Then it's breakfast for me. This is one element of my routine that if I skip, I really struggle to have a productive and effective day. For you, it may be your morning cup of coffee or a call with your loved ones. Whatever it is, it's an essential part of your morning routine, so make sure you give it the time, love, and treatment that it deserves. The final element to my morning routine is looking over my to-do list for the day. I almost always create one the night before and often in the morning will prioritize my tasks. This is essential for me to stay on top of my tasks and maintain my productivity throughout the day. Looking over this list reminds me of the purpose for that day and why it's so important to knuckle down and just get into it. I also make sure to scatter a few helpful tips in my routine that I know will benefit me, like drinking water first thing in the morning, not checking social media until after breakfast, and getting in some sun. Okay, so that is how I built my morning routine. A friendly reminder that this is not how my morning looks like all the time, and if you decide to build one as well, yours won't either. The point of all of this is to be mindful of our mornings, take baby steps towards our goals, and just start our day in a positive way. If we can get through and achieve 40 to 70% of our ideal morning routine each day, then that will be a success. And it's with this consistency and perseverance that we will really start to see some changes in our lives, work towards our goals, and find ourselves having more happy and positive days. If you found this video helpful, please let me know by giving me a big thumbs up and subscribing if you'd like to see more productivity, minimalism, morning routines, simple living, or whatever you're here for at all. And if you know anyone that would find this video helpful or maybe like it, then please share this with them. And if you do create a morning routine or anything like that, I would love to see it, so please share it with me, tag me in it, whatever. If you'd like to see more regular content from me, feel free to follow me on Instagram at Lauren__hog, and I upload new videos every Thursday. Thank you so much for watching. I cannot wait to see you in the next video. I love and appreciate you. Have a good day. Bye.